towards that A side. It's only going to be that camera for information, but QutionerX, the one to make noise here over Vent, so quick into it too.
Yeah, Bo's just so lucky to get out of there on time because both he missed the interaction with pAura and QutionerX, subsiding the aftershock. And it looks like the A site hit is gonna come in with Heretics holding back, happy for the retake. Against Fnatic, they know the approach is fast, heavy. But against BBL, it's a different story. Let them set up and then they can play the organized play they know how to do.
Bit of chip damage being done here as well. Spike just to be initiated into this situation. Now QutionerX to retake, try to maintain the same main control and cut it off on the retakers here for Heretics.
Time is cutting close. It's got to get a bit nerve-wracking for Heretics here.
Cover going out.
But they're keeping it down to the last second. Paranoia is good, and so is the stun. That's going to deter them for a long time. Pushing through the poison, though. RieNs is good for 2. And wait, there's 2. Pints it in, but Brave is going to try and delay it as much as possible. Still, 1 remaining elite. All he has to do is delay it. Heretics yet to get onto the spike, and it's taking them so much time. Now only just touched it. Elite out of the smoke, not even able to deal with...
Oh, isolated here, Boo. Right, there is a sharded step to get out if needed.
No, very aggressive from QutionerX. Oh, he does get shut down quite instantly. I mean, BBL losers there in a lot of trouble, you might say. Heretics, though, again, very similar to the last time's exchange. I think they noticed QutionerX's power with the gun he had. So now we'll be a little bit more cautious about it. Brave's position is sneaky, not quite spotted. Spoke too fast. Boo with a double already, but Elite close angle into CT, doing some damage, but again, Elite, the final remaining player, just like the last one.
So it doesn't actually say too much in that kind of sense.
There's anyone to be able to find a 1vx kill. It's gonna be MiniBoo, isn't it?
Oh, it definitely is. Still nades available here. Oh, this stun could be the difference maker.
But oh, he's low.
No.
Still gets away with 1, and he's buying time, not the second.
Okay.
Let's ground ourselves for a bit. Boo, used from the shadows. He was to the back of the side, didn't even notice. But still, BBL, great start. They've got a 4v2 scenario here. The Heretics, though, need to be a little bit careful.
I feel like this might be just a save or try and get some exit frag situation here for Heretics in a 2v4. Nothing to work with here for RieNs.
I mean, they've got money. They're going to go for it. Okay. Good for 1. benjyfishy on a 1v2 now. He's giving off his angle. 2 different positions for BBL. They've got to be really good with the timing of it. Signs to set up, but not too many eyes on it.
No, 40 seconds left. You have the Seekers popped already here, looking for the presence. Everyone on BBL gathered towards B. They have to re-clear towards mid with that information being found here by Heretics.
Oh, 3 expended towards mid, and we're down to 30 seconds. This is getting really tight here. Seeker's now enabled. Brave to the site. He's being sprayed upon across the box, and MiniBoo eventually shuts his life down. 23 seconds. Oh, they've got this really close, and Heretics know exactly what's going on. 4 players already located all the way into the site. They've got a guarantee of a luck as well, but it's MiniBoo that shuts it down. Praise each other. It's so cute.
Lots of love.
Still aggression for BBL, even though with lesser weaponry in the middle of the site. QutionerX still good for 1. Boo's position telegraphed. MiniBoo, though, lines up with his brother, and they make clean work of this hold. 1's crossed over, though. Brave, what are you capable of here? Not much of a gun that you have. And REAZY, not much of health to his exposal either. Your theft as a guarantee. Heretics not playing around here. Want to lock this down. And are just keeping the 2 players isolated between them. REAZY just 1 meter forward and he would have been dead.
Yeah, REAZY has a spike here as well. Brave's on an island.
That's brilliant. Brilliant. With a blast pack obscuring movement. REAZY, that is...
Continuously as to where they do need to put that pressure on it.
Still a trip to be broken, though. Oh, it's hard to find where that comes from. 1's caught up and up against the smoke, and no one's been able to shoot back from Heretics. They're playing it slow. They know that BBL could be anywhere. They could even have heavy control, and it's heavily respected.
I think you could have actually crouched under that trip with how high it was. Poised more in case it was a blast pack in situation, but there's also a showstopper available here for QutionerX into the post.
Oh.
Popped early.
That's looking to buy time. Just going to hold on to it. Smart.
Both chokes covered.
Another one pops again. All he has to do is buy up the time. So there's now time trouble for Heretics. They've got to start moving in quickly. They don't have many flashes for it. The orbital strike is going to have to clear way for the team to start moving in. The poison cloud, oh, the Viper's Pit as well, just being so menacing that BBL just can hide within it. No problem at all. Still, it's somehow favoring Heretics now. Brave trying to have a crossfire with pAura.
BBL as well.
A lot of breakthrough utility on this BBL side. But let's be fair, we haven't seen it up until this point. Rolling Thunder drawing out. RieNs gets away with his life. A pick, spike down, and in no man's land. Only just collected. BBL handed the site. Knocking on the door, no one's there. Heretics are going to look to join the party a little bit later.
I like this information search, though, from BBL over towards CT. Allows them that free screens control, put the pressure on Team Heretics.
Brave really close to the action. Anti-flash for REAZY. But Brave just walks even further forward. Smoke to give him the fallback. The spray is there. Always thinking about sticking around. REAZY, though, is good with it. The double spray down from Brave. Make it a triple as well. As Boo may be in trouble, and I think he knows it.
I mean, their solo initiator will galore with that one way.
The stun could be a good one for them. Doesn't even come down to it. Good little spray down here from QutionerX, expecting paTiTek's position, and now they go in again. Nice position there from QutionerX, and he just keeps on giving. BBL just seizing control, demanding respect, and Heretics got to put their arms in the air and surrender.
Down to
one enemy remaining.
2v5, make that a 1v5 here. Benji's only gonna have the share.
Spike planted.
That's that confidence we were talking about, right? Instantly just feeling it. benjyfishy won't allow them to have it for two.
Are they gonna move as quickly as we anticipate, though? Trip set up for the choke. Caught!
Oh, benjyfishy.
Such a good stun.
Not quite there. Oh, he's still hiding. He's still being a ninja in his own smokes, in his own realm. And he's got his opponent's smoke to conceal himself within. But still, it's looking a little bit crazy here. Brave finding himself to the back of the line. RieNs keeping things competitive. He's been strong today. He's been someone to put on the highlight reels. And he's the one to put Heretics still on top this round with Brave on the hot seat.
From the shadow, though, just hop over towards that B site, try and clear things out. You know, Heretics are going to stick together. It's the brother duo now here for Heretics in this 1v2 Brave. It's planted very safe here as well, so he's going to have to kind of creep around site when he's trying to isolate these 1v1s.
Yeah.
Nothing to really work with but one TP. Meanwhile, you look towards Boo, he's still got that paranoia.
Brave is one of those players that lived the pains of last year. BBL was bottom 8 ranking. Now wants to change it all around about with beating one of the favorites of this league. He's got the start good. 3 to his name, 1 remaining. The captain of Heretics touching the spike. Do you read this, Brave? Do you keep your composure here? Do you stay solid? Into the smoke he goes! And a quadra Red Bull clutch to silence Heretics! Not many solutions to it. The change of pace is exactly what they needed. Boom, signing the alarms. He does have help, but the util from BBL is good enough for the first trade. Boo wanting to stop the fight in the making, but BBL is having none of it.
No, the shift in gears. They're swapping site hits every other round or so, making it more difficult for Heretics to find that read.
And it's the last round. Heretics, when were you saving those ults for? You've got to use them now. A 2v4, let's see what they can do. Clearing out the back of the site, no one from BBL was there. paTiTek first shots, good for it. Can he find any more? Damage? Done.
Walking in.
Moving in as a unit.
Contact into mail.
1 on the lookout. Looking away from the guiding light, but it pops late. Good stuff. Paint shells out. MiniBoo's got to be careful of that one. Down to low. But there is another fight in the making over in Garage as Boo is trying to deal with that one. One shall drop on site for Heretics. And still pAura getting a double. It's looking incredibly scrumptious from the BBL side.
Force some of those players to stick around when it might be happening elsewhere. What is... Brave is alone on an island here.
Ooh, paranoia, I think it missed its mark into the smoke, and that's 3 players looking directly at him. And that's 3 pairs of eyes as well. All of a sudden, BBL are in big boo-boo. What do you do with this one? Spike can go onto the site, and yeah, that means Heretics can find their way onto the scoreboard on the attacking side. That's how you get into the game, and they'll be happy to get in flawless.
They took some gambles into this round. Doesn't pan out for them, but I think you made a great point. It's the bonus. They're trying to catch Heretics off guard, see what they can actually get away with in these rounds and do a little bit of that limit testing.
They've up on this B site hit soon enough, and they may be relevant quicker than Heretics have a chance to push through. Paranoia in. QutionerX is good on the close distance against MiniBoo, and he wants to mow the entirety of Heretics down. It's QutionerX, the lawnmower, because his grass is clean.
Saw the hesitation, I think, on the side of Team Heretics on where they actually wanted to push the issue on this attacking round, and taking full advantage of the off angle there on towards
REAZY to hold. What if he's dealing with multiple players at the same time and Flash is flying right at him? Difficult task, and there's nowhere really to back down to. As there's drop to the site, he does have the reinforcements of pAura, but this Aftershock will have to put MiniBoo in a different position. How does this one work? Oh, showstopper from Cutioner, instantly shut down, but pAura is doing wonder work, and REAZY still relevant, and still able to shut down benjyfishy. REAZY is a gift. In Turkey, but not going to be reading it this time around. Okay, QutionerX to the other end of it. He's been good for a quadra kill last time he was there, maybe even an ace, but this time it's Brave called to action. Good for a dink on the second time around, but Heretics have garnered space control, which BBL have to respect.
Seeker's nice for information. You have this mid, like you mentioned here, for benjyfishy.
What is this Rolling Thunder able to do? benjyfishy on the look, and he's good to put pAura to rest, and so is the Rolling Thunder. REAZY alone, they know where he is. And he's up against 3. This is a difficult task to try and close it out right here, right now, but he's got the balls to do it. Bullet to the head of benjyfishy, 2 left, 8 bullets. You've got to read MiniBoo's position. You've got to be able to read Boo's position.
Time here for Heretics.
Looks to me that Heretics are pretty
Sure.
Cage triggered.
Oh, dear me. Good timing on the cage there. Otherwise, I believe benjyfishy would be no more.
I do like that we're seeing Benji actually activating on this A flank and lurk, because this is something that Heretics haven't really worked with before. He's always regrouped with the team in mid.
QutionerX, next player in trouble. Guiding Light will spawn out Elite's presence, but pAura caught with his stun out in the skies. And now, the attention of Heretics is moving towards this A side. They've got to move a little bit quickly, though. QutionerX here to help out. Seeker's looking to stop it all from happening, but REAZY doubles up with the operator seemingly from thin air. And RieNs is alone, faced up against a BBL that's about to take Heretics down. Who would have thought the Royals would be here to give the Rogues a fight? And that's exactly what happens here.
Every single round in map 1.
Seems like BBL have the answer to this already before it even starts. MiniBoo walks in to the Lion's Den and comes out of it without a head and without his life. BBL, they're in trouble because paTiTek and Boo have turned it all around all of an instance. pAura, though, has an opportunity to turn it around. That paranoia was excellent. Heretics turning it all back, upside down. REAZY, though. Now, this is what we want to see. To bring themselves back together, you've got to hope that Neilzinho had a good pep talk for the team to bring their morale up. And so far, paTiTek first blood, good entry. And now it spreads BBL's resources thin. That was a mid player, that was a setup player. But now pAura's got a call from the grave.
Tough for an IGL. Deep trip here for the push for backside here on the legs of BBL, playing over towards Boba instead.
But again, BBL going to play this a little bit safe. Want to put all their chips together, go all in on this. BBL, let's see what kind of a hand you have. So far, leaving MiniBoo close by. Not really want to go on the cross against Market as the smoke does fade out. Oh, wanted to go with a push with the flash, but QutionerX was there to read it in time. And that evens the scales out a bit. With all Heretics players playing it in one direction, they're looking to spray upon this as soon as they can, together with a fragment grenade. Some damage will be done, diffused halfway. This might be good enough here for BBL to get on the spike again. Now, where do you find the players spraying upon it, touching it, putting the wingman on it? But no one is going to be able to be in that line of fire. Heretics, they've gone for this try before, and they've gone for it so many times, and it's so hard to think that BBL...
Versus a hit.
MiniBoo, stunned up, paralyzed, at least for a moment.
Stuck.
That Brave is in trouble here. Good to keep his life for a bit, but quickly exchanged. Still onto the side. BBL are so quick to rotate to this party, but paTiTek, wow! Wants to go out with a bang. Not going to be subbed out that quickly. Wants to show... He learned a bit of Spanish while he was over in Madrid. Oh, with QutionerX! When he gets that showstopper, you know he's going to go full guns blazing in mid. Well, RieNs does get a couple for his troubles. But yeah, that's the round, I feel. Here, Ash, right? This should be it.
It should be. I mean, I feel like when we do see those eco rounds coming through here for the side of BBL.
Cage triggered.
I think Elite's got a say in the matter.
Oh, hiding.
This cage is
Oh
so
my
good.
goodness! Elite, you're disgusting, mate. And suddenly BBL... Eases past, though. No bunnies. We'll have to break it.
Gotta be quick.
That's an interesting dark cover.
30 seconds left.
I mean, Steve,
Spike
it's just they'll
planted.
buy as much time as possible as they set up into this post plant, force the respect. REAZY's got his whole kit to work with here, though.
And that will mean they'll have to use a wingman pretty early, so the dizzy. And that's very vital utility for BBL on this retake. They've got to take these fights dry. benjyfishy to the other end. Elite's good for it. That Sheriff keeps on ripping.
QutionerX out kind of on a Hail Mary on the early portion of those eco rounds, see what he can find. And okay, are you going to keep doing that?
Yeah, it's a bit of a combination of things. Still, QutionerX, he just wants to press W and mouse 1 to win the game.
But it's a 50-50 on if he's actually going to win the engagement. Doesn't have numbers to follow up for him either this time. A bit of a different story with the but he is alone on an island with REAZY moving towards
30
spawn towards
seconds
that
left.
B-side.
pAura has got the power! 2 kills before he drops, and instantly the attack for Heretics thwarted.
Okay, down 2v3. We've seen Boo and benjyfishy in this position previously. They find the same sort of
Spike
success. Playing over towards Generator this time.
Oh, I can imagine what the BBL watch party is looking at right now, looking at how they can take this on. It's been turned into a 3v2. Oh, but benjyfishy and Boo have got a good crossfire. Wingman on the spike won't be able to do it.
Thing though here for pAura.
Oh, he will back out of it, respecting. MiniBoo straight out onto the side. No one will be spraying towards them just yet. It's a matter of playing the game.
No! What?
Finds his way out into the open and gets denied the null command.
Missing the timing on the smoke.
Oh
Dropping
my
Elite.
goodness, Elite! 3 kills, and I can't even fathom how quick those came out. And RieNs is left alone. A moment where 3 ultimates from the Heretics side could make all the difference. And BBL have a big answer to that, and that has 2 letters to it. No. RieNs, what can you do? Turk, 1 Turk versus the 3.
A bit safer as well.
Maybe a little bit more speed.
Same pivot towards market.
Oh, yeah, MiniBoo loses his life straight after his connection to the tripwire. The neural theft does its job to reveal the rest, so respected by BBL as they drop back. They've got ways to find their way back into the site when it comes to it.
Also got Elite's been so dynamic.
So
Speaking of which,
not letting them settle down at all. pAura might have been able to get away, but RieNs somehow has got 10 HP on him, trying to face up against Elite here, but he doesn't stand a chance. Heretics might be losing the lead here, because there's 3 remaining on this attacking side. They've been good to hold this. Whenever they've had the situation, they've been winning, but they've always had some sort of a numbers advantage. But this is when QutionerX starts to push forwards. Into the smoke, the wingman gets shut down as well. There's time trouble for BBL. Heretics might be able to save this. Elite's low on the spike. He gets stopped. Can't even be defused halfway. 2 versus 2. And the time is ticking so quickly at this point. pAura has to move in for the fight. Brave is going to decide to stick it to spray down, but I believe he may not have the chance.
that BBL hasn't really entertained those posts.
MiniBoo again, quite explosive into this one. And we said it before, we'll say it again. BBL yet to win a retake on B.
This time though, Heretics, they're opting to maintain more of this backside control than previously.
MiniBoo, ultra aggro. QutionerX though, puts him to rest. That's a really good count.
That's so
And he
much
hasn't pinged
heat.
a single one. No one knows! But finally, finally benjyfishy takes it down. But it's done quite a bit, because it puts BBL in a situation in the know.
It's a great trip.
And we'll block Elite for a little bit.
Cage trigger.
Can they get onto the spike? Body blocking for now. QutionerX into the fight. They know they have to contest this.
Drone's actually not going to be contested, just fully tucking and backing off the angle. False sense of security.
MiniBoo is going to walk in. Wouldn't it be funny if he ends up with a double? No. Brave would say it wouldn't be funny. And Thrash picks up
2,
one. Oh,
2.
both of them? Oh dear, that's going to delay QutionerX here.
In the
But
corner.
it's going to make simple workings of RieNs. That's paint. Not to put RieNs to sleep, not just yet. Lead is...
Neural theft available, but a tall order.
Yeah. Get it done.
I mean, you look at the momentum.
Many Spanish fans out here today, but it seems like QutionerX will be going aggressive off the rip. RieNs, on the other hand, shock dart to do damage, not going to be shutting down the wingman just yet. I think we've seen this approach before, but it's with turned sides, as it's Heretics now to re-aggress onto the site and take the space that was righteously theirs from the beginning. Spike not yet touched. How do Heretics play this? Do they try and spray upon them or go for the fight as they go? Only a paranoia available here from Boo. If he puts a good positioning on it, there may be a chance. Onto the Spike. They're trying to figure out what the setup looks like from BBL here. Smart, step-by-step approach. Oh, MiniBoo's got him low, though. He hasn't gotten a chance to swing just yet, but it's paTiTek to do a lot of the work. They'll try to overwhelm them with numbers, but Elite shall not... Oh, mid-approach. And he's caught up. That dizzy was crucial. paTiTek not being able to see, can't deal with Cutioner at that moment, but there might be a collapse here, and BBL know of it, so they avert their focus close to market. But it might have been a little bit too long, as MiniBoo is pretty quick on his feet, especially on Neon. And BBL, excuse me, turned it right back in their favor. And it's the force to work out for them. But benjyfishy won't let it be that easy. Spike onto the ground. benjyfishy wants to carry on the momentum from the first round of this half. REAZY, what can you do here? 1v2, but can...
T-flash.
Oh. That's quite
Oh wait, timing
Seems
though.
quite brave, going directly in for the fight. He's got to deal against two. He gets paTiTek out before he loses his own life. Man, MiniBoo though goes berserk. Wants to go in for the fight, but Elite handles him before he drops. This is chaos. There's fights all over the board, but BBL knew the plan was the A site all along.
Took me a beat to digest what was actually happening in mid there with such a fast push out towards B main. 3v3 onto the retake here, looking at this utility right now.
It's actually really important that the camera is still there for benjyfishy. He's realized where all the players are. They're not on that side of the site, but they know the potential of Cutioner being here, which they've already pinged out. And Cutioner now is in trouble, but he's also got the re-assistance of pAura and REAZY if it's required, but it goes untraded. REAZY will be dropping Mosh Pit. 46 points of health on him, so he won't be able to survive a trade. It means that pAura is left all to himself to fend against Boo, who's still sticking the defuse. 3 bullets. Oh! Good stun to keep them at bay. The Thrash is going to cause chaos and panic. Who will it find? Oh, there's a couple of players, maybe even 3. And MiniBoo isn't there to save his teammate's life. Not this time. Cutioner is on the case and hitting well, where Boo has to leave the case, leave the site, maybe find some kills with a judge. You know you're going for rifles the next time around. But BBL are looking different. They're looking strong. And no one messes with Turkey, that's for sure. Not after this. Can't underestimate. He's not quite aligned with them. Who knows? It's a tough call to make, but BBL are taking full advantage of it right now, and Cutioner aggressing, looking to catch paTiTek off guard. MiniBoo there to try and close it all down, but not giving a chance to do so. Boo ultra aggressing in this one. He wants to lead from the front and looks to back out with from the shadows to allow BBL to take this A site.
Full sync backup here for Heretics. Tapping that spike just in case. They're not 100% sure on Boo's positioning, but the neural theft to come out here for benjyfishy.
Vital neural theft. This allows them so much time to close in on their opponents. The second tick just shows exactly where they lie. Brave does TP, but then again, where exactly has he gone? That's the question mark now for Heretics. Not much utility left for them. Not much aggressive utility, that is. And Brave, good for the first trade. The rest of them can just be thorns. Just hide away at this point. And Heretics don't have the confidence to go in for the fight.
Going from Ali on the A site and
since their initial one in this half. So they're going for quite a streak. I believe that's 4 consecutive. Cutioner going full guns blazing. Finally, MiniBoo wins a crucial fight, and so does RieNs. So at least traded, and benjyfishy is there to reaffirm that control.
Ultra broken towards main. I love that cage being thrown down to deny the one way.
How far is Cutioner willing to go with the showstopper? Hunter Fury straight away though. Heretics don't really want to allow BBL to get into the site clean enough. They found only 1 tag onto one of these players. The spike finally being touched down. Damage, but only just some splash damage. Not enough to be of any substance. But this crossfire is actually going to be pretty darn good. The Neon approach is also a right idea, but they're moving right into Cutioner's realm. Well, here will be completely demanding supremacy over them. Keeping it going, drawing out the classic, but it's down to a duel. Elite swings to overcome, given This is a situation they'll have to struggle with to make to playoffs. Sprue gets caught out in no man's land, and QutionerX just opens up this A site single-handedly. paTiTek wanting to give him another fight outside of the smoke, but 1-for-1 will not do. Numbers favor BBL as RieNs looks for the next fight. Again, this is Turkish pride for RieNs right now. This is a different fight of a different level. So if he's able to save the day for his team right here, right now, he'll take that opportunity and take the full mile. Elite on the side, weaving in and out.
Really not. I mean, everybody thought, okay, we're talking about the two bottom feeders here, Koi BBL, but this is a completely different story, and QutionerX wants to prove it as such. Finally, finding his mark with a showstopper. So far, it's only been an initiating tool, but now it's a killing tool. benjyfishy, though, into the action, hasn't been caught, and will not go punished just yet, at least. 3 versus 3, and BBL have got great tools for this. Neural Theft will be dropped straight out of the rip. Wingman heading in RieNs' direction, and Elite is keeping that gun handy. Back into like pAura, giving BBL numbers advantage, and this surely should be the end of Heretics. Surely this is BBL.